The mission is to serve victims of violence through education and first of all safety, and then through education, and to help them see worth in themselves.
I have had the opportunity of picking somebody up who's just terrified and who has a lot of kids with her and just doesn't know what she's going to do, and just came with the clothes on her back, and then had the opportunity to, several months down the road, help move her out with, donated furniture, and she got her first place by herself that's violence-free.
If you see a victim come in feeling so physically hurt and also so, it's just the end for her. This is the last resort, this is when they can't stay home anymore, when they've given up on a relationship. And they come to us and they're just feeling so defeated and very quiet, very withdrawn, sometimes on the sofa in the fetal position, not able to do anything to function. And then they bloom like a flower. You see it. They open up, they start communicating with staff. And the children come to us and they feel safe for the first time. Like they can laugh out loud and no one's going to hurt them.
Being in charge of the kids, helping with parenting, I do tutoring for after school things, but primarily letting the children know that none of this is their fault. Children have an inherent feeling of guilt when it comes to their parents fighting or splitting up, and it's hard for children to distinguish that they can love one parent and have that love not have to come from the other parent. And so really just to bring some normalcy to the kids' lives.
I didn't know that it was so many bad people in the world. I mean, being in the military, I knew it was abroad, but never your own neighbor. Knowing that they're safe, knowing that they can go places without the fear of somebody looking for them or, planning on hurting them.
Usually the question is why is it happening? Or really, why is it happening to me? Because I don't just talk about domestic violence, I talk about sexual violence as well. And violence that really is probably happening in the students' lives. So we're thinking about bullying, cyberbullying, sexual harassment, and dating violence.
We really try to help the women the best we can. We've paid doctor's office visits before, and we purchased medication that's non-narcotic to help the women, like the blood pressure medication, the things that they need, diabetes assistance, that kind of stuff. They can't function to get a job, to get an apartment, to take care of their kids if their health is that poor.
I opened a letter today that talks about that, how she had dreamed of a home with a white picket fence, and how that home that was so loving turned in, she called it hell. She was beaten often and had to have surgery on her face and her ears, and she's free now. She talks about holding her head up high. And so that's so important that they have that inside their heart, that they have that inner strength to move past all the stuff that's happened to them.